Imagine a war where no bullets are fired, no tanks roll out, but entire cities lose power, banks collapse, and military defenses are paralyzed all with a single click. Welcome to the invisible battlefield of cyberwarfare, where nations like China and Russia are already fighting for dominance. Stick around to discover how the US is using AI to fight back, and why this could be the most critical war of the 21st century. If you're as fascinated by military tech as we are, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into cutting-edge defense tech. Oh, and drop a comment below to let us know where you're watching from. I'd love to see how global our crew is. Cyberwarfare isn't science fiction. It's happening right now. It's a shadowy world where hackers, backed by nation-states, target everything from power grids to military satellites. Unlike traditional warfare, cyber attacks are invisible, instantaneous, and can cause chaos without ever leaving a trace. Today, we're diving into how cyber warfare works, why it's a growing threat, and how the US military is using artificial intelligence to stay one step ahead of adversaries like China and Russia. Let's break it down. Cyber warfare involves using digital tools to disrupt, disable, or destroy a nation's infrastructure, economy, or military capabilities. Think of it as hacking with geopolitical stakes. Here's how it works. Attacks on critical infrastructure. Hackers can shut down power plants, water systems, or hospitals. In 2021, the Colonial Pipeline hack in the US disrupted fuel supplies across the East Coast, showing how vulnerable we are. Military espionage. Adversaries steal classified data, like blueprints for advanced weapons. In 2008, a USB drive infected with malware breached US military networks, exposing sensitive information. Disinformation campaigns. State-sponsored hackers spread fake news to sow division or panic, often targeting elections or public trust. The scariest part? These attacks are often unattributable. A hacker in Moscow or Beijing can strike without leaving a clear fingerprint, making retaliation tricky. This is why nations like China and Russia are investing heavily in cyber capabilities. They're cheap, effective, and hard to trace. The US military is fighting back with a mix of human expertise and cutting-edge tech. The Department of Defense's Cyber Command, established in 2009, is the tip of the spear. Here's what they're doing: fortifying critical systems. The Pentagon is hardening infrastructure like power grids and military networks against attacks. After the Colonial Pipeline incident, the Biden administration mandated stricter cybersecurity for critical industries. Offensive cyber operations? Cyber Command doesn't just play defense. They've launched operations like disrupting Russian troll farms during the 2018 midterms. Think of it as hacking the hackers. Private sector partnerships. The military works with tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and Anthropic to develop secure systems and detect threats faster. But the real game changer? Artificial intelligence. Let's talk about the big players. China and Russia are leading the charge in cyber warfare, and they're not subtle about it. China's cyber ambitions. China's military has a dedicated cyber unit, the People's Liberation Army Unit, 61,398. They've been linked to attacks on US companies, stealing intellectual property worth billions, and targeting Pentagon systems. Their goal? To dominate AI and cybertech, giving them an edge in any future conflict. In 2020, Chinese hackers targeted US COVID-19 vaccine research, showing they'll exploit any opportunity. Russia's cyber aggression. Russia's playbook is chaos. They've been blamed for attacks like the 2015 Ukraine power grid hack, which left 230 people in the dark, and the 2016 US election interference. Russia's GRU, military intelligence, uses groups like Fancy Bear to launch sophisticated attacks, often blending cyber strikes with propaganda. Both nations see cyber warfare as a way to level the playing field against the US superior conventional military. But the US isn't sitting idle. Enter cybersecurity defense. AI is revolutionizing how the US defends against cyber threats. Here's how it's being used.
Threat detection. AI can analyze massive amounts of data in real time to spot unusual activity, like a hacker trying to breach a military server.
Machine learning models can predict and block attacks faster than any human. Automated response. AI systems can isolate infected networks or counterattack in milliseconds, reducing damage. For example, DARPA's AI-driven cybersecurity programs can patch vulnerabilities on the fly, countering deepfakes and disinformation. AI tools are being developed to detect manipulated videos or fake social media accounts, a growing concern with adversaries like Russia. Companies like XAI are also contributing, working on AI models that could enhance threat analysis. But here's the catch. China and Russia are also racing to integrate AI into their cyber arsenals. It's a high-stakes tech race, and the winner could dominate the future of warfare. Cyber warfare isn't without challenges. First, the US faces a shortage of skilled cyber warriors. There aren't enough experts to keep up with the threat. Second, the line between defense and offense is blurry. Aggressive cyber operations could escalate conflicts. Finally, there's the ethical question. How far should the US go in using AI for cyber warfare? Autonomous systems could make decisions that spiral out of control. Looking ahead, the Pentagon is investing billions in cybersecurity with a focus on AI and quantum computing to stay ahead. But as China and Russia close the gap, the US must balance innovation with caution to avoid a digital Pearl Harbor.
That's the wild world of cyber warfare and cybersecurity defense. What do you think? Will AI save us or make things scarier? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let us know where you're watching from.
If you love this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more military tech content, and share this video with your friends. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.